Why budgeting is the secret weapon of the rich, Dave Ramsey. From the moment you realize that true wealth isn't built by chance but by choice, your relationship with money shifts forever. Picture yourself at your desk late one evening, stacks of receipts and invoices scattered before you, the glow of your laptop illuminating both opportunity and chaos. In that instant, you make a decision. You will harness the power of a budget, simple plan. To become the architect of your financial destiny, you start by gathering every piece of financial information you can find. Bank statements, credit cards, invoices, even that forgotten PayPal balance. You lay them out like clues in a detective's case. You tell yourself, I'm not here to judge, I'm here to learn. With each line item, you categorize housing, utilities, marketing spend, subscriptions. You begin to see patterns. The latte habit that drains home office cash. The marketing test that never quite paid off. The software license you barely use. Awareness blooms, and with it, control. In that first week, you craft your first zero-based budget. Every dollar has a name. Revenue allocated to payroll, to marketing, to savings, to debt reduction. You allocate an emergency cushion 2 weeks of operating expenses because the rich never gamble with uncertainty. The simple act of naming every dollar feels like a superpower. You close your laptop that Friday, feeling not only organized, but energized. You've turned ambiguity into action. By week 2, temptation strikes. An email arrives with a flashy invitation. Invest in this new venture, minimal risk. Massive return, your instinct whispers. Go for it. But you breathe, open your budget, and see that your opportunity fund is already earmarked for diversifying existing investments. You politely decline. You realize that focus even on money means saying no more often than yes. You choose to allocate resources thoughtfully, rather than chasing shiny objects. At the end of month 1, you hit a milestone. You finish the month with a surplus. Not by accident, but by design. You move that extra cash straight into your growth fund and debt snowball buckets. You've discovered the secret weapon of the wealthy. They don't react to money. They plan for it. Entering month 2, you refine your approach. You schedule a weekly budget huddle with yourself. Block 30 minutes every Monday morning to review last week's spending. Compare it to your targets and adjust categories as needed. You find that consistency compounds. Tiny overspends 1 week become manageable lessons rather than budget-busting crises. Your confidence grows with every disciplined choice. Halfway through month 2, you face your first real test. A marketing campaign you believed in underperforms. The impulse is to throw more money at it. But when you revisit your budget, you see the allocation for experiment risk is limited. Instead of overspending, you pause the campaign, analyze metrics, and pivot to a lower-cost channel. You reallocate funds to the tactic that showed promise. See that budgeting doesn't stifle creativity, channels it. When month 3 arrives, you introduce a new practice, reverse budgeting. You automate contributions to your investment accounts and savings goals at the start of each month before you even see the money. The remaining balance becomes your spendable. This flip in mindset from spending first and saving what's left to saving first and spending what remains feels counterintuitive at first but soon becomes liberating. You no longer wonder if you can save. You know you will. As spring settles in, you realize another truth of the affluent. They budget not just numbers, but values. You create a purpose budget line item, funds for charitable giving, for team-building retreats, for educational courses that sharpen your skills. Each dollar here is a vote cast for the kind of entrepreneur you aspire to be. By month 5, you invite a trusted advisor, a seasoned CFO, to review your budget with fresh eyes. In a single session, she spots an overlooked subscription and suggests negotiating better vendor contracts. You save thousands instantly. You learn that transparency breeds opportunity. When summer heat peaks, personal life and work life blur, yet your budget keeps you grounded. Sudden home repair pops up. Instead of fear, you tap your maintenance fund, cover costs immediately, and move on. No debt, no stress, no disruption. You feel the cushion that budgeting provides. Months 7 and 8 Accelerate as you reinvest your savings. Surplus back into growth initiatives, launching that new product line you scoped months ago. You fund a small pilot, track ROI meticulously, and see profit margins widen. Every dollar you allocate is a step on a staircase of compounding returns. In month 9, you encounter a market downturn. Revenues wobble as entrepreneurs around you fret, but your budget, built with conservative forecasts and ample reserves, carries you through. You tighten discretionary lines temporarily, lean into low-cost marketing, and maintain payroll without layoffs. You emerge stronger as autumn approaches. You host a workshop for fellow entrepreneurs titled Budgeting Beyond Bean Counting. You share how the rich view budgets as strategic roadmaps rather than restrictive spreadsheets. You illustrate with your own story how naming every dollar empowered tactical pivots, how automating savings built wealth without friction, how budgeting with values deepened your purpose. Month 11 brings a personal milestone. You hit your first 7-figure revenue quarter. Rather than splurge, you revisit your budget framework. You raise allocations to your growth fund proportionally, increase your charitable giving bucket, and set aside a larger emergency reserve. You celebrate not by impulse spending, but by reinforcing the habits that created the abundance. By the final month of your year-long budgeting journey, you've transformed from reactive spenders to proactive planners, from living paycheck to paycheck, to wielding cash as a deliberate tool. You realize budgeting isn't a one-time chore, it's a secret weapon the rich wield daily. It is the compass that guides every financial decision. On the last day of your budget year, you close your books and reflect. The numbers tell a powerful story. Debt reduced by 40%, savings increased by 60%, revenue up 30%. Yet more profound is who you've become. Disciplined, intentional, and fearless. Budgeting wasn't about restriction. It was about freedom, the freedom to invest boldly to weather storms, and to align your money with your highest aspirations. Looking ahead, you ask yourself, if 1 year of budgeting can yield these results, what might the next year hold? Perhaps you'll scale into new markets, build an unexpected revenue stream, or mentor emerging founders on the art of fiscal mastery. Whatever unfolds, you carry with you the secret weapon of the wealthy, the confidence that comes from commanding your finances through the simple, transformative practice of budgeting.